Oh, many people don't know what divorce is. You might say, thank goodness for that. But I don't mean that. I mean that a marriage is when a person loves you and you still love them. And a divorce is when someone in the couple stops loving. You are divorced. It's the end. Certainly you could repent, but if you don't, you remain divorced. Legally, it doesn't happen until you get this, notice of divorce from the courts. If you're in that sort of society, which most of us are. Love is everything, you see, to oneness. It is what oneness is. Person is so valuable to you that they are as yourself. But if they stop loving, or if you stop loving, it's a great unhappiness, a great loss. Terrible loss. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. My 3 wives have all given up religion and then gave me up. It's an independence, isn't it? Perhaps a hope to shop around and become one with someone else. A better oneness, perhaps. But it's soul death. And then you long to make another soul. Or you remain single for what seems like forever. Unless you come to love God, of course. And so the divorce may be a tremendous blessing. For the oneness that you had may have kept you from God. But you were loyal to it. Well, you couldn't be wasted like that, could you? Thank you, Heavenly Dad. And I did thank him. All 3 divorces. You could say in desperation. But I practice thankfulness to God for the divorce, for the loss. Wow. It allowed me a oneness with him, didn't it? I trust in eternal oneness. But beware. After all 3 of the wives were Christian and therefore felt oneness with God. How could they lose such? Oh, simple. In the world, of of good and evil. There's harm here, not just blessing. There's misunderstanding here, as well as understanding. It's that you may experience in the transitory the contrast between good and evil, and know forever in your heart what you wish to be wedded to. Bless you. And you are blessed. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Look, when you fall in love, you're transcendent. When you worship, you're transcendent. It's what love and worship mean. To worship you, I live. To worship you, I live. I live to worship you. You can't love God and mammon in the sense that you can't be devoted to God and devoted to that which is inferior to God, because they're inconsistent, you see. You can only love those that love God. You see, true love is not actually a male-female thing. In heaven, you're neither male nor female, nor is God. I mean, we say father, but I mean, we could just as well say mum. Divine Mother, if you like. Dad. But in fact, it will be dearest friend. He's not bringing us up to lord over us. He's father or mother to us here. But in heaven, he's, as Jesus says, I've called you friend. For I've shared everything that is of value to me. It's all commonwealth. The awesomeness of heaven is not so much its equality, but its common selfhood, experienced by every unique person there. Hard to imagine when your experience is narrowly the world of mammon. But when you fall in love, you have a taste of it. For the joy of male-female coming close is a transcendence that speaks of your true need to transcend this barrier of separate self with all, which is that your self embraces all and their self too, likewise. And they are the only ones you can truly be one with. So it is argued, it's pressed, be equally yoked spiritually. But what it means is, the godly can only truly be one with the godly. except in a loving way, where we love our children, we love all children because of their need to become adults, full citizens of heaven, if you like, in eternity, in heaven. Well, it's all in heaven, really, including this universe. It's just that this is the score. Well, it's actually the playroom in the house of our mum and dad. Our house. It's as well to remember then that the playroom is commonwealth to all the children in it. And it's a great deprivation if you leave some of the kids outside and they don't have access to the playroom. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. There is then a fullness of maturity. As you enter it, you can start to experience love. We fall in love in adolescence, at the earliest. Those that are not in love with God are still children. We love and care for children, all life. But you're not fully one with such yet. They are not mature enough to reciprocate, to be in love with you and others, even themselves, to begin with. They have to learn love and kindness towards themselves, care. Take care, love. You have to instill this in them in the beginning, else they learn the hard way, through some pain and suffering, through making mistakes. Maturity is love, the taste of which we get in adolescence. And in a spiritual sense, some people stay in adolescence all their life. And conceivably don't experience falling in love at all. Leave alone falling in love with God. And that's not surprising, the latter, of course, because their view of God may be anything but lovable. Those that trust are sensitive to seeing. If you like, they're the ones that have ears to hear. If you don't trust, you don't hear it in the same way. The child has no more understanding than they have physical ability in the beginning. The world is such that you have the opportunity to grow in both. And of course, our care of such encourages such growth. That each may have ears to hear. Quite simply, the importance of loving kindness. And the enlargement of the concept of self to embrace others. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.